Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. Welcome to 18 on the 18th. We've done 18 30 and 30s, and this is it. Well, we haven't actually done the 18th, but we're going to do it right now, and it is Seinfeld themed. For some of you, this is the moment you've been waiting for. And for others, you've never seen the show or don't know it, and that's okay. You can play along. You might know an answer or two. So we're going to get started. As always, pen and paper works just fine, but we're going to give you the bit.ly link to go through 30 and 30s, 30 questions, 30 minutes, Seinfeld edition. While you're playing, you can share photos of your enjoyment of Catch the Mania. So make sure that you are liking us and tagging us and taking photos with you and your watch parties. And if you feel like shouting out your favorite episode of Seinfeld or favorite quote, just be careful, you could give away an answer, you never know. But share a photo, tag Catch the Mania, either Facebook or Instagram. We're also on YouTube Live if you're joining us there. Thank you for tuning in. So there's your bit.ly link. Type that into your web browser. That will give you access to the answer key if you'd like to use that. Otherwise, good old-fashioned pen and paper. We're going to get started. Drinks up if you have one, alcoholic or non. Take a little sip. That'll give me the fuel to continue on with round one. This category is miscellaneous yadas. And don't worry, I won't yada, yada, yada through all the good stuff. No one wants that. Here's question number one, miscellaneous multiple choice. What does Jerry put on Elaine's purse that makes her laugh during Noelle's piano recital? Is it an A, rubber duck, B, donut, C, Pez dispenser, or C, dirty sock? That's our first question in our Seinfeld edition of 30 in 30. We got Ryan Sweezy once again, local Vermont musician. He's a singer-songwriter. I know him from the wedding world. He's awesome. He does concerts in his home now during all of this crazy coronavirus. So make sure you check him out on Facebook. Here comes question 2. What is Elaine carrying through the parking garage episode? Is it A, nothing, B, a goldfish, C, dry cleaning, or D, muffin stumps? What is Elaine carrying through the parking garage episode? Nothing, a goldfish, dry cleaning, or muffin stumps? If this is the first time you're joining us for Catch the Mania 30 and 30, it is not typically themed. We did something fun on a Saturday just to give a little twist to our 30 and 30. It's typically miscellaneous, multiple choice, and then 2 random categories, kind of all around the map. So if this feels like, why am I playing? I don't know anything about Seinfeld. Join us midweek. We announce the dates, and we'll get you started there. Here's 3. Whoop, skipped one. Elaine claims she can, quote, make her own soup, and to prove it, what soup recipe does she read the ingredients from directly to the soup Nazi? Is it wild mushroom, B, mulligatawny, C, split pea with ham, or D, cold cucumber soup? What's the soup that she reads the ingredients directly to the soup Nazi from? Wild mushroom, mulligatawny, split pea with ham, or cold cucumber? Make sure you're leaving us some nice comments. Tell us where you're playing from. Tell us where you typically play. Shout out your host if you typically participate in our 6 or 7 round through Catch the Mania, either in Vermont or outside. I'm in Vermont. Let us know who your host is. Last week, someone shouted out Heather Kaleli, and we're psyched that we did that. Let's hear more. Here's 4. In the doorman, what is stolen from the lobby while Jerry is filling in for the doorman? Is it A, UPS delivery, B, telephone, C, important documents, or D, a couch? What's stolen from the lobby? So I host Tuesdays at 1 Main in Randolph and Thursdays at Nectar's when we are not quarantined. And I look forward to all of this being in the past and being back to my crew. And I'm sure you all are feeling the same, but this is just a fun thing for y'all to do while we're home. And a Saturday isn't really a Saturday anymore. Here's 5. From what Broadway musical is the song stuck in George's head in the episode? What song from what Broadway musical is, English, I'll just try to read through it. Is the song stuck in George's head in the episode The Jacket? Is it A, Cats, B, Rent, C, Les Mis, D, Phantom of the Opera? I'll paraphrase. What's the musical that the song that George is singing in the episode The Jacket? Sorry, typo. That was my fault. Question 6. Where did Jerry's parents live in Florida? Is it A, Banyan Springs, B, Palm Tree Villas, C, Del Boca Vista, or D, Coral Gables? That's question 6. Where did Jerry's parents live in Florida? A, Banyan Springs, B, Palm Tree Villas, C, Del Boca Vista, or D, Coral Gables? Few seconds more. Here's 7. At what athlete does Newman yell, "Nice game, pretty boy"? Was it A, Keith Hernandez? Was it B, Lou Piniella? C, Ron Darling, or D, Tom Seaver? That's round 1, question number 7. A couple more in this round. If you're just joining us, we will have the bit.ly link available for you, but otherwise just a pen and paper will work just fine. Here's 8. Which of these nicknames did not exist on Seinfeld? Which of these nicknames did not exist on Seinfeld? Is it A, Close Talker, B, Stink Breath, C, Man Hands, or D, Mimbo? Which one? A, Close Talker, B, Stink Breath, C, Man Hands, or D, Mimbo? All of those were nicknames that existed on the Seinfeld show, except for one. Which one is it? Number 9. Which of the Macy's Day Parade balloons does Jerry accidentally puncture? Was it A, Garfield, B, Santa, C, Mickey Mouse, or D, Woody Woodpecker? It's just an accident, but which one did he accidentally puncture? Garfield, Santa, Mickey Mouse, or Woody Woodpecker? We'll be going over answers to our first category, first round, at the conclusion to questions in round 2. Here's 10. What candy does Elaine stop to grab at the concession stand before visiting her boyfriend Jake in the hospital? Was it A, Junior Mints, B, Raisinets, C, Juji Fruits, or D, Whoppers? What's the candy that Elaine stops to grab at the concession stand before visiting her boyfriend Jake in the hospital? A, Junior Mints, B, Raisinets, C, Juji Fruits, or D, Whoppers? That's the last question in this round. It's the end of round 1. The normal program is either 6 or 7 rounds. There's usually a music round, a visual clue round, and assorted others. We have condensed it into a nice 30-minute program, so you all enjoy something either before or after Jeopardy. So I'm guessing if you do this, you probably do Jeopardy too. So just joining us, that's the new bit.ly link for our second round in Seinfeld. Once we review the answers, go ahead and share your scores. Shout out if you did well or if it was a tough round for you. Don't write the answers, obviously, in the comments section because people are playing and can read it. Here is round 2, a round about nothing. Which isn't really true, it's a round about something, but the show is a show about nothing. Here is round 2, question number 1. In the episode The Pick, what was unknowingly exposed on Elaine's Christmas card? That's round 2, question 1. Round 2, question 2. What breakup line does George claim he invented? What breakup line does he claim he invented? Oh, George. Number 3. During their game of Trivial Pursuit, Bubble Boy shouts, "Moors!" at George. What does George shout back at Bubble Boy? If my Uncle Stephen is watching from Staten Island, this is his favorite episode, and I guarantee you he would know the answer. So if anyone has him on speed dial, you can call him and ask. He knows. Question 4. What is Elaine's preferred method of birth control? Last few seconds on that question. Halfway through the round, here's question 5 in round number 2, around about nothing. In The Cadillac, what Oscar-winning actress punches George in the face when she realizes he is engaged? Who is that Oscar-winning actress? Question number 6. According to Kramer, what kind of doctor should you always talk to at a party? Quote, because you will hear the funniest stories you have ever heard. What kind of doctor? I hope you all had a nice week. I hope you've enjoyed all the 30-30s, 30 in 30s. Question 7. The first conversation between Jerry and George in the pilot and the last conversation from the finale are about what sartorial dilemma? Question 7 in our second round. We'll be going over answers to round number 1 momentarily. Just a few more questions. Question number 8. What is Kramer's coffee table book about? What is Kramer's coffee table book about? Question number 9. What is the alter ego that George frequently uses and ends up being the name of the judge in the finale? What is that alter ego's name? All right, last question in our second round. Then we'll go over answers to round 1. Here's question 10. What famous potty-humored line is perhaps more relevant now than ever during our coronavirus toilet paper shortage? So last question. A few more seconds on the slide, and then we'll go over answers to round one. There she is. End of round number 2. Seinfeld edition 30 and 30 with Catch the Mania. Miscellaneous yadas, that was our miscellaneous multiple choice. Here are those answers. Pez dispenser. C. 2, she carried around a goldfish in a bag. 3 was the wild mushroom soup. D, couch. A couch was stolen. Les Miserables. Master of the house. That's the song. I won't sing it. It's actually kind of weird. Del Boca Vista. My mom lives in Banyan Springs. Shout out, Mom. 7 is Keith Hernandez. Number 8, stink breath. It did not exist. Woody Woodpecker. And Tutti Fruits. Those were the answers. How'd you do? Anyone get a perfect score? I'll know. We're going to be tracking it. All right. Bitly link, Seinfeld edition, round 3, or just a good old-fashioned piece of paper and a pen or pencil. Round 3, gifts of strength. I tried to be punny. You know me. It's a stretch, but this round consists of visual clues. Each clue is an animated GIF with an associated question. So you'll see an image, there'll be a question on the screen, you answer the question. What Earth, Wind, and Fire song is Elaine dancing to in this scene? The infamous dance. What's the Earth, Wind, and Fire song? So I gave you a clue. I told you what the band is. Tell me what the song title is. Here's 2. What famous 4-word sentence does George say to Jerry later about his experience with this gift here? I'm a massage therapist also, so this resonates. It's funny. A few more seconds on this slide. Here's 3. Also known as the bro, name this prototype. Spelling, I would say, doesn't count on this one. That's question number 3. Here's 4. Gwen is her real name, but what is her super villainous nickname? Look at that young Bryan Cranston. The show is just great. If you watched it then and you don't watch it now, you should, because there's so many amazing random people who are in episodes that you just didn't even know were in it. It's fantastic. Here's 5. From where does George remove this golf ball? Question number 6. Fill in the blank. Well, the blank store called They're Out of You. This is my husband's favorite Seinfeld line, maybe ever. What's your favorite Seinfeld episode? Shout it out. Tell us in your comments if you have a favorite episode or a favorite line. Here's 7. What restaurant's neon sign is creating the glow seen here? That's question 7 in round 3, gifts of strength. I'm pacing myself this time. The whole bottle of champagne last time did not treat me well. Here's 8. Name this character that speaks in the third person. A few more questions. Once again, 30 and 30, 30 questions, 30 minutes. This is Seinfeld edition, so it is themed. It is typically not our midweek programs are typically multiple choice for round 1, and then random categories throughout that cover a much more broad spectrum of questions. So if you didn't know anything about Seinfeld, that's okay. It's totally fine. We appreciate you participating. We'll try to do these every so often, just for fun. Here's 9. What canned item is Kramer feeding Rusty the horse? We got one more question in this round, and sadly of the evening. Thank you again to Ryan Sweezy. He's in the background here singing us some songs. He's not really here. It's not in my house because that would not be practicing social distancing, but he is his house, safe, playing awesome guitar and singing to us. So here's 10. For what show does Jerry unknowingly agree to wear the puffy shirt? Seen here, said puffy shirt. Another classic. That's question 10, end of round 3, end of 30 and 30. We've got answers to round 2 and answers to round 3 to go over. And then we will let you go on your merry way. I hope you're having an awesome Saturday evening. I will see you again on April 22nd. I'm hosting, but we've got trivia before then. So make sure you're following us on Catch the Mania on Facebook and Instagram. We've got our YouTube channel. You can tune in for live. We are always live commenting, and if you have questions about how it works, if you have a restaurant or a pub or a bar that when all this madness is over, you want to host trivia, we're happy to chat with you about that. Lots of great options, both in and outside of the state that I'm in, which is Vermont. So end of round 3. Here comes answers to round 2, around about nothing. And here we go. Her nipple. Yes, it's an accident. It's not you, it's me. He believes he invented that. Oh, George. Moops. Moops. The Today Sponge. We would have probably accepted sponge. Marissa Tomei. 6. Proctologist. That's the doctor. The button on George's shirt. That is the sartorial dilemma. 8 is a coffee table book about coffee tables, obviously. And it folds out into a coffee table. Oh, Kramer. Art Vandelay. And I don't have a square to spare. I don't have a square to spare. How'd you guys do? Yay? Nay? Somewhere in the middle? I have a little prop here that I haven't pulled out yet, but besides Superman being a common thread throughout Seinfeld, there's also, he is obsessed in real life and in the show with cereal. So I'm flashing all my favorite cereal. So tell me what your favorite cereal is, just for fun. Maybe there's one I've never tried before. All right. Gifts of strength. Shining star. I think it moved. It happens. It's blood flow. That's all it is circulation. It's okay, guys. The man's ear. Two-Face. Gwen, also known as Two-Face. He pulled the golf ball from the whale's blowhole in the episode The Marine Biologist. The jerk store called and they're out of you. Kenny Rogers Roasters. Jimmy. Beef Areno. And last but not least, The Today Show. That's where he wore the puffy shirt. He did not want to be a pirate. So great. Thank you all once again. This was 30 and 30. 30 questions, 30 minutes. Be sure to follow us, like us, subscribe, link, whatever all the cool lingo is about following us. But we're psyched that you joined us. And safe quarantining. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Cheers.